Hello everybody, how is it going today? It is Tyler here with Zone In Sports, and in today's video we will be recapping the Week 7 NFL slate, and we'll go over how the games went, how our picks went, and then at the end of the video we will also go over the Thursday night football matchup for Week 8 that's going on tonight between the Ravens and Buccaneers. Yeah, we'll go ahead and recap Week 7's picks. We'll go over our straight plays, take a look at some parlays that came through for us. It was a very good week for us, that is for sure. So to start off, we'll just go through the games, and then we'll go through the parlays at the end. But yeah, so Thursday night, we started off with very high-scoring matchup. Very surprised for Thursday night. Usually very low-scoring games on Thursdays, but Cardinals and Saints. It was a pretty good one. Saints tried to come back late. Cardinals win the game 42-34. Had a couple pick sixes off Andy Dalton there in the second quarter. That helped them out a lot. But yeah, we had the Cardinals money line at minus 142 was one of our straight picks that came through for us. They just ran the ball very well. The DeAndre Hopkins being back also helped the Cardinals a lot. Saints had, I think, their top two, maybe their top three corners out in this game. So yeah, that was very tough for their defense. And yeah, D-Hop went crazy. Cardinals, they were able to run very well with a couple of their backs. Even with James Conner out, Benjamin did well. And I think who's the third guy? I think it was, I'm not going to be able to think of his last name. I feel stupid. I'm not going to check. I'm kind of in a hurry here. Got a lot going on right now. But I think their third string guy, who was Benjamin's backup in this one, had 2 touchdowns. So yeah, they were able to do very well offensively, with the 2 pick sixes, able to get that nice victory there Thursday night. And then looking at Sunday, start off with the Bengals, man. We had the Bengals minus 6.5 against the Falcons, and Joe Burrow went crazy, man, 481 yards. I believe he had like 320 in the first half, which is just insane. But yeah, they are able to get a victory very easily there. They cover for us and all that. Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, they all had good days. Mixon also 58 rushing yards and a touchdown. So their offense, just went crazy in that first half, and they were able to just cruise to victory in that second. Cowboys-Lions, we did not have a straight play on this. We did have the over in our teaser of the week, which obviously did not come through. But yeah, it was very surprised to see the Lions only put up 6 points, man. I know the Cowboys' defense is pretty solid, but Lions are scoring a lot of points the first few weeks of the year, and last couple of games they have looked rough, that is for sure. They've been dealing with injuries and stuff, so that is very tough. So nice victory there for the Cowboys. They had an injury as well. Zeke went down. He did come back in the game a little bit, but it's looking like he might not play this upcoming week. Hasn't been practicing, so we'll have to keep an eye on that for the Cowboys going forward. We saw the Titans beat the Colts 19-10. We did not really have any action on that game. If I did take it, I was going to be on the Titans just because they were at home, but we just stayed away, which that's okay. Nice victory for the Titans there. 128 yards on the ground for Derrick Henry in that one. Packers and Commanders. Luckily, I stayed away, because I would have been on the Packers, and they blow it, man. They just, I don't know, man. Their offense just does not look good. Outside of Aaron Jones, they just can't do anything, it seems like. Robinson had a good day on the ground with 73 rushing yards, 73 receiving for Terry McLaurin with a touchdown. So not a great day for the Washington offense, but they did enough at the end of the day to pull out the 2-point victory, 23-21 over the Packers there. Next, we had Buccaneers-Panthers. In our teaser of the week, we for some reason teased the Buccaneers down from like minus 14 to minus 8, which obviously did not come through, as they lost outright to the Panthers 21-3. That's right. I believe they were 14-point favorites, or 13.5. And they only scored 3 points, and they lose outright. Ridiculous, right? Good thing our straight pick on this one was the game to go under 38.5. Which that was easy. It only hits 24. But yeah, the Buccaneers got a lot to figure out, man. That is for sure. With the Giants +3 at the Jags comes through as they win outright. I'm not sure. Again, like I said in the before, like I said on Twitter anyways, no idea why the Giants were 3-point dogs in this. It just made no sense. Yeah, the game was close, but that'll happen. You're on the road. They get the job done in the fourth quarter, man. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley were running wild, that's for sure. But yeah, +3 came through pretty easily. You had the Ravens beat the Browns 23-20. We had Ravens double result as a straight pick on this. I think that was like -140. So, they were in the lead just barely, 13-10 at half. So they were barely in the lead at half. They pull out the victory in the end by 3. And the double result hits for us. So nice little play there. Jets money line comes through as well. Had a Jets money line at -126, I believe. And they win 16-9 in Denver. Breece Hall, man, had a nice day before getting hurt. That sucks to see him tear his ACL, done for the year now. I believe his meniscus got a little torn up as well. But yeah, that sucks for them. They go and pick up James Robinson from the Jaguars in a trade. That was a nice move. So Michael Carter and James Robinson, I think, will be able to do well in that backfield, man. But yeah, nice victory on the Jets money line for us. Low-scoring game. Defense was very good. No Russ Wilson for the Broncos in that game. And honestly, regardless of if Russ played or not, I was going to be on the Jets no matter what. So, nice victory. Then we had the Raiders. We actually went with the little player prop and money line double here. We had Devontae Adams 60-plus receiving yards with the Raiders money line. That was -127. And he had 95 receiving yards, and they won very easily. They covered all that good stuff. I believe they were 7-point favorites, and they win by 18. 38-20 final score over the Houston Texans. But yeah, Devontae, he got the job done through the air. Josh Jacobs, man, 143 rush yards on 20 carries with 3 rushing touchdowns. What an insane day for him. But yeah, nice little pick there for us. And another one, rounding off Sunday night. Well, before we get to that, I'll mention the other couple of games. Didn't have picks on this one, but you saw the Seahawks go into LA and beat the Chargers 37-23. I thought this would be a good game. That's why I stayed away from it. Because I like to take the Chargers a lot, but they always make it a close one. It's always tough. They always make you sweat. So I just stayed away from it this time. And yeah, the Seahawks, man, they went outright. They went by 2 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker, that is, 167 yards and 2 touchdowns, man. Great day for him. Big loss for them with the injury with DK Metcalf, though. I don't know how long he's going to be out. I don't think it's too long. Also, the Chargers lose Mike Williams. They are on a bye this upcoming week, but he is expected to miss at least 3 games, possibly 4 or 5. So a couple of tough losses for each team at the wide receiver position there. Chiefs 49ers. Chiefs get the victory in San Francisco, 44-23, man. This game was actually pretty good at the half, and then the Chiefs just went crazy in the second half, man, scoring 30 points in the second half alone. Big day for Mahomes, 400 yards through the air with 3 touchdowns. 124 of those yards went to Juju, and a touchdown there. I think Kelsey had around like 80 or 90 yards as well. But yeah, nice win there for the Chiefs. And then rounding out Sunday night, we had another straight pick, and it was another player prop with the money line double there. We had Tyreek Hill for 60-plus receiving yards on the Dolphins money line. That got you -125, and that came through. I believe he had like 70 or 75 receiving yards or so there. And, they get the win 16-10. All those points came in the first half, and neither offense wanted to do anything in the second half. Kind of a weird game, just not a whole lot going on in it. But yeah, it was a nice Sunday for our straight picks. And, including the Thursday night win, we were 8-0 on the week. And then Monday night, my stupid self just had to decide to add one more. And we went with the under, 40.5 for that Bears-Patriots matchup Monday night. Thought that'd be an easy one. But the Bears decided to go crazy on the road as 8-point underdogs, and they score 33 themselves. They win 33-14, so the total hits 47. We miss it by a touchdown, man. The under does not come through, and we screw our perfect record for the week. either way, 8-1 is great, man. I'll take 8-1 all day. All of our parlays came through that we gave out on Twitter, and the teaser of the week didn't hit, but all of our parlays came through Sunday, so that was very, very nice to see. And yeah, I will go ahead and we'll throw those up on the screen now. So we had a 9-leg same game parlay plus. We had did that Devontae 60 yards and Raiders win, and the Tyreek Hill 60 yards and Dolphins win. We had that in there. And then instead of going with the Giants plus 3, we played Saquon for 60 plus rushing with Giants plus 10.5, which that hit very easily. Bengals money line hits easily. That Ravens double result was kind of a sweat, but they were able to get the job done. And then the Jets money line as well. Nice little $10 into 209 on that one. And then we had a 4-leg with player props going over the 47.5 rushing yards for Brian Robinson. He hits that easy with 73. Tyler Boyd over the 3.5 receptions. He also hits that easily with 8 catches. Josh Jacobs over 2.5 catches. He hits 3, so barely hit there, but we got it. The reason I took that is because he had 5 catches in 3 straight games, so I thought he'd get at least 4 or 5 again. Only gets to 3, but hey, that's all we needed. And then Kelsey for 60 plus receiving, he gets 98. It's $15 into 122 on that one. And then the last one, we had 6-leg same game parlay plus. Or from the Raiders-Texans game, we had Jacobs for 70 plus rushing, he got 143. Dameon Pierce for 50 rushing, and he had 92. Brandon Cooks 40 receiving, he had 46. And then Devontae for 70 receiving, he had 95. And then in the Jets game, we had Breece Hall 60 plus rushing, he had 72 before exiting with that injury. And then Mahomes 250 plus passing, hits that easily with 423. And we turned 15 into $121 there. So altogether between those 3 parlays, that was $40 and like $40 into like 450. Yeah, I'll take that all day, man. Very nice Sunday for us. Needed it big time. We also had an NBA boost hit that night as well for us, as well as a baseball parlay for those championship series. So all in all, it was a very big Sunday for us. I think I made around $600 that day. But since that day, we have went downhill, man, losing a lot of parlays by a leg or two these last couple of weeks outside of that Sunday smash day. It's been rough, man, but that's what happens when you are a parlay type of bettor like myself. I do get into the straight betting once we get into college basketball, which is only a couple of weeks away. Super excited for that. But either way, that was the recap for Week 7. 8-1 on the straight picks. We hit those 3 parlays there that we gave out on Twitter. Now, I know I didn't have videos out last week, but remember, I always say follow us at Zone in Sports. I've been feeling like crap the last couple of weeks, so it's been tough to, get videos done, and got a lot going on. Got a lot to take care of, man. But either way, got a couple of days off from work, so it's been nice being able to get everything together and not have to rush these videos out. But either way, that's the recap for Week 7. And before we get out of here, we will get into the Week 8 Thursday Night Football matchup. Now, remember on FanDuel, they do have the same game parlay risk-free, or they call it the no-sweat bet now, but I was going to give that out in this video, but there's a couple props that I want that are not up on FanDuel yet for some reason. I'm not sure why, but either way, once we have that together, it'll be given out on Twitter at Zone in Sports, link in the description. Remember, all of our plays will be given out there if they are not covered in a video. But yeah, just to talk about it, straight pick, we do have that. Straight pick for Thursday night, we will have it. Ravens plus 1.5 at -105 on FanDuel. Thought about taking a money line, but I was like, I might as well take the point just in case. Never know what could happen. But I do think the Ravens will win this game, even though it is in Tampa. They just have not looked good lately. And I think that the Ravens will be able to run the ball well, and they'll be able to, score some points. I do kind of worry with Calais Campbell out on the defensive side. That kind of tried to steer me away from this game a little bit, but you know what? I'm not worried about it, man. I'm going to fade Tampa until they finally show up again, which if it's tonight, then oh well. Either way, we're on Ravens plus 1.5. We'll look at touchdown scores. I'm I'm considering Mark Andrews, but I'm starting to think maybe he might be limited or something, because earlier his touchdown was like plus 140 and now he's plus 200, and his receiving props weren't up, so not sure what's going on there. Like I said, though, you'll have to just follow us on Twitter to see what we officially end up giving out later on. But yeah, I might take Mark Andrews possibly, and then maybe Gus Edwards, possibly one of either Devin Duvernay or Rashad Bateman. That's mostly because I'm on the Ravens. Now, if I was on the Buccaneers, then I wouldn't hate going Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. Even Leonard Fournette, but he's been screwing me a lot this year, so you won't see me on him for a touchdown. For passing yards, Tom Brady's at 277.5. I think he could go over that, but I think for my parlay later, I will probably just put him at like 225 plus or 250 plus, just depending on how, we just got to play with the odds and see what you got to do to get to that plus 400 requirement for that risk-free promo on FanDuel. Lamar's at 209.5 passing. I'm not going to mess with his passing yards. I think there is a chance that he gets to 200, but I think he is probably more around 180. Just expecting the Ravens to run the ball well in this one. For rushing, Fournette's at 48.5. Seems like they've been getting the ball to him a lot with quick passes more often than the handoffs lately these last few weeks, so that's why his number's down to 48.5 on the rushing. I wouldn't hate taking him for like 40 plus in a parlay or something, but I don't think I'm going to mess with his rushing yards. Lamar's at 62.5. I will probably just throw him on the alternate line at 50 plus. It's minus 260, but for parlays, that's solid. And yeah, I'll probably be taking Lamar at 50 plus rushing. Gus Edwards, I'm not sure. His line's at 46.5. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. I might take him for 40 plus on the alternate line, but might just leave it out. Going on to the receiving yards, Mike Evans, 67.5. I think he probably gets at least 60, so if you're going parlays, just throw him 60 plus. Chris Godwin, 71.5. So I think this might be the first game this year that his yardage mark is set higher than Evans. I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time I've seen it anyways. Godwin, another guy I think could be around 60 yards. Still not sure how I'm personally going to play these. Like I said, just follow us on Twitter. You'll see how we end up playing it out. Rashad Bateman at 48.5. There's nothing here for Mark Andrews, nothing here for Devin Duvernay. We got to wait on injury news and stuff like that, so that's why we don't really have a whole lot of concrete stuff. But regardless, I'm going to be on the Ravens, man. I'm fading the Buccaneers till they give me a reason not to. So, yeah, as far as player props go, kind of a wait-and-see type of deal. Kind of, went over a couple things that I'm considering for tonight. But we are for sure officially on the straight pick of Ravens plus 1.5 at minus 105. Yeah, I like that a lot for Thursday Night Football. And that is pretty much going to do it. We will go ahead and wrap it up. Next video should be out tomorrow. Will be for our Saturday Week 9 college football picks. I'm not going to have a video out for all the Sunday picks for NFL this week because there is, of course, a London game, which, of course, has us pressed for time, and I can't do them before Sunday morning. I will refuse to do a video on Saturday, man. There's too much injury news, man. There's way too many things that could change between Saturday and Sunday morning, so that's why I always say, man, just follow us on Twitter, @ZoneInSports. Anything that doesn't get covered in a video will be posted there. Yeah, any questions on anything, I will be sure to answer them in the comments below or over on Twitter. But yeah, that is going to do it, man. We recapped our Week 7 picks and, some nice parlays, some 8-1 on our straights. And then we, did a quick little preview of the Week 8 Thursday Night Football matchup tonight. We are on Ravens plus 1.5, minus 105 as an official straight pick. But yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed. Really appreciate you tuning in and listening. Go ahead and leave a like. Appreciate that a lot. And subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. That'll do it. Have a nice day. Peace.